This is CBS 46 News at 6. Getting results.
We start with breaking news at 6 o'clock. Several Metro Atlanta school districts paid attention to Governor Brian Kemp's afternoon conference. Good afternoon. I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Tracy Hutchins. Cobb County, Fulton County, the city of Decatur, and Atlanta public schools are all closing. Now, APS will be closed for up to 2 weeks. The others are closed indefinitely. All of it comes after this announcement from the governor.
If you feel that it is prudent, you should consider closing daycares, schools, or school districts as early as tomorrow through the next 2 weeks.
The governor made the comments on the same day that Georgia reported its first coronavirus death. The victim is a 67-year-old man. He was admitted to Wellstar Kennestone Hospital in Cobb County on March 7th after testing positive for the coronavirus. Now, in addition to having the virus, he also had another kind of medical condition. We do have team coverage tonight from the state capitol, beginning with Chief Investigative Reporter Jonathan Carlson. Jonathan?
Guys, good evening to you. You got the feeling in the room today that today was different. As you mentioned, the governor urging Georgians to listen to scientists and not naysayers. Now take a look. He and his state health director stressed anyone over 60 or anyone with a compromised immune system needs to have a plan, and they need to have a plan tonight. And they need to be kept alone, away from dangers. He said he's adding layers to his task force. He's adding new committee members to aid the response. The mayor of Atlanta, part of that, and here today is a part of this too. His health director said they currently have enough testing kits to test 50 patients a day. They hope to double that by next week. She also acknowledged folks are confused about symptoms.
It's difficult, particularly for those 80% of cases that are very mild, to distinguish between this and other viral infections.
So her recommendations: study up on the symptoms and only seek medical care if you meet the criteria or have reasons to believe that you might have this. Call the provider ahead of time as well. They're worried about folks just showing up. We're live at the Capitol tonight. I'm Jonathan Carlson, CBS 46 News.
Jonathan, thank you. As we mentioned at the top of the newscast, little information is known about Georgia's first coronavirus death.
CBS 46's Megan Packer is in Cobb County tonight at the hospital. Megan, where that man died.
This is where the 67-year-old man had been treated after testing positive for coronavirus 5 days ago. Georgia's first coronavirus death. A 67-year-old man at Wellstar Kennestone Hospital died after testing positive for coronavirus March 7th. The governor and Georgia Department of Public Health say the man had underlying medical conditions. In a statement to CBS 46, Wellstar Health System says it is saddened by the death of their patient. The statement says in part, quote, "Our hospital and staff followed the appropriate protocols and recommendations set by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and public health authorities, including informing state officials and isolating the patient. The patient was masked immediately upon arrival, which helped limit overall exposure to others, and the risk to our staff and visitors remains significantly low." The hospital system says out of abundance of caution, they are following guidelines from the CDC and public health officials. Reporting in Marietta, I'm Megan Packer, CBS 46 News.
A handful of colleges and universities across the state are undecided on whether or not to resume face-to-face classes. Emory University is firm in its decision. Spring break is extended by 1 week. After that, online classes only for the rest of the semester. School officials admit it will be a learning curve for many and a change some are demanding on other college campuses.
But I think it is smart to have everyone go back home because I know the World Health Organization announced that this was a pandemic.
The University System of Georgia and Georgia State University also deciding to suspend classes for 2 weeks starting this Monday. Morehouse College also not taking any chances here. Just like Emory, all classes after March 20th will be online only. Students will have to move out of their dorms by 9 p.m. on March 21st. Also suspended is all college-sponsored travel for student, staff, faculty, and athletes. Spelman College and Clark Atlanta University also transitioning to online classes only. That will start Monday, March 23rd.
The 2020 college basketball season is over. Earlier today, the NCAA announced it is canceling the men's and women's basketball tournaments due to coronavirus concerns. CBS 46's Ayanna Crystal is live tonight at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Ayanna, the final 4 games were supposed to be played there. It is done and over with.
Yeah, that won't be happening because there will be no dancing in March Madness. The reality is really starting to set in because this is usually the best times of the year. But for the first time in the NCAA tournament's 81 history, they have canceled it. And most fans understand why, but it is still extremely disappointing. Fears of the coronavirus sidelining teams for March Madness.
I guess everybody's just trying to be cautious.
The biggest conferences in college sports, the ACC, SEC, Big East, Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12, and Sun Belt Conference all canceled their conference tournaments this afternoon.
I think it'd be a loss for the university system as a whole. It's unfortunate for sports, and I think that it's a little bit of an overreaction.
I mean, basketball is a big part of March Madness. Everyone gets real excited about the tournament.
To add insult to injury, two powerhouse brands of college basketball, Duke and Kansas, said they are immediately suspending all athletic competition, forcing the NCAA's hand to cancel March Madness.
Oh, March Sadness.
Definitely going to be a disappointment to beyond the fans, but the guys playing in it.
So for the first time in the NCAA tournament's 81-year history, there will be no March Madness this year.
It's super disappointing. I'm a University of Dayton Flyers fan, and this is our first year of, potentially having a 1 seed and being able to do this, so it's super disappointing.
It's immensely disappointing for fans and the teams, but the situation has escalated quickly, and the importance of the tournament pales in comparison to the seriousness of the coronavirus pandemic.
Everyone is concerned about, and I think we just need to take all the precautions possible. So it's unprecedented.
It's disappointing. Everyone wants to watch it, even if you're not a basketball fan. You want to fill out the brackets. So the hysteria is kind of ruining it.
So there it is. The college basketball season is over. This is frustrating for fans, but think about the players who have worked so hard to get to this point. It is devastating for everyone involved. The NCAA has created a ticket refund website for all championship games. That's the latest in Atlanta. Ayana Crystal, CBS 46 News.
Ayana, thank you. The coronavirus impacting other major sports as well. Major League Baseball just announced it is suspending spring training and delaying the beginning of the regular season by at least 2 weeks. Major League Soccer shutting down for 30 days. The NFL, however, is not delaying the start of its league year, scheduled for next Wednesday, March the 18th. We also have breaking news right now at 6. DeKalb County Schools announcing they are closing indefinitely starting Monday, March 16th. School officials say all employees will be paid and allowed to work remotely from home.
More turmoil on Wall Street. The Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ all ended the day in the red. The trading day started poorly, triggering a brief automatic shutdown for the second time this week. The nation's economic losses from the coronavirus pandemic are forcing many Georgians to confront their own financial futures. A lot of people are abandoning the almighty dollar for gold. A Fulton County man says he is seeing more people come into his office to buy and sell coins and bullion. Most are buying gold because prices right now are low. Others are doing it in case the economy takes a serious downturn. Seasoned investors say stay the course and don't do anything rash.
Easier said than done. A quick recap tonight of our coronavirus coverage. More than 1,200 Americans have tested positive for the virus. The death toll approaching 40. Georgia has 31 confirmed and presumed positive patients. One person, a 67-year-old man, has died.
Congress is taking steps to provide financial relief to workers and families affected by the coronavirus. Today, House Democrats unveiled a bill to provide free coronavirus testing, paid sick leave, and better unemployment insurance. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has canceled the Senate's planned recess, though several lawmakers are under self-quarantine and have shuttered their offices.
Download the CBS46 streaming app or update it if you already have it, so you can be the first to know about new coronavirus cases. You can also find stories on all of the latest events canceled due to the virus. The app is free on Apple and Android devices. And CBS 46 working hard right now to bring you a special 1-hour report on coronavirus in Georgia. That's tonight, right here on CBS 46 at 10 p.m., leading into our 11 o'clock newscast.
What a day, what a day. It was warm out there. We did have a few showers this morning, probably Not the best way you want to drive to work this morning or run your errands, but it moved out quickly. The rest of the day's been dry, and that allowed those temperatures to warm quickly. The forecast high was 74. We got up to 75. That is, of course, within 3 degrees. We're adding another $50 for our charity for the month of March, and that is Kate's Club, the total 300 and counting. Here's a look outside on our CBS46 pinpoint camera network over Mercedes-Benz Stadium and Centennial Olympic Park. We're getting some breaks in the clouds, and that will continue tonight as we keep it pretty rain-free. We did pick up some this morning, 0.04 of an inch of rain, so just a teeny tiny bit. Temperatures have been great, and they continue to be that way. 75 right now in Atlanta, 75 in Rome, 77 right now in Carrollton, and 71 in Athens. So it feels really nice. Big reason for that, we don't have those afternoon showers and thunderstorms. A couple showers have been popping up in far northeast Georgia, but really not much at all over our state. Very different story across northern Arkansas through southern Missouri into Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois. That is where we have active severe weather. In fact, these red boxes are tornado warnings. The yellow boxes are severe thunderstorm warnings. And this is where the severe weather will stay across western Kentucky, northwestern Tennessee into Arkansas. It will stay north of our area. So that system not heading our way. In fact, no severe weather expected for us. We're on the southern fringe of this. We're going to see mostly clear conditions as far as rain goes as we see some clearing to partly cloudy skies tonight. It's not until tomorrow morning that our next batch of rain arrives. So do plan on a wet commute tomorrow, especially north of I-20. And tomorrow will be very similar to today in that rain will affect your morning commute, but the rest of the day is actually going to look pretty good. For tonight, partly cloudy and mild. We're dropping down to 60. There's that rain arriving tomorrow morning. It will stick around until about 10 a.m. So plan on rain through the morning until 10 a.m. But by noon, if you have lunch plans, rain is done. If you have afternoon plans, rain is done. So it will affect you for the first portion of your day. After that, looking pretty good, although it will be cloudy tomorrow. Temperatures not quite as warm, but still above average as we get up to 68 degrees. Saturday looks great, only a 20% chance of rain. Then Sunday, that's when we get that steadier, heavier, more widespread rain. That's when you're really going to feel that rain affect your commute and affect your daily plans. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, a good 50 to 60% chance of rain. So as far as the weekend goes, Saturday mostly cloudy, but really nice as we get up to 67. Then that rain does move in on Sunday, so definitely plan on that for your honey-do list and your weekend plans. Saturday, better than Sunday. Next week, Monday, Tuesday, going to be pretty wet. Chilly on Monday, but it will be short-lived as we warm back up to the 70s by Wednesday afternoon.